everybody? It's Rôkour here. I just want to tell you guys a little bit about myself. I've been in the music industry for about 8 years now, consulting, managing, and really working with artists at every single step of the way. I got my start around 18 years old, moved to Brooklyn, started working with a team, went through all the trials and tribulations that come with that as far as doing the showcase thing, traveling around, spending all of our own money. I was able to kind of solidify more of who I wanted to be and what I wanted to do, because at that time, my Instagram handle was actually DJ Javoe. I was trying to be more of an engineer and producer than I was a manager and a marketer. But very much super intrigued with the music industry, very much super interested in what, how far I could take it and what everything that is in store and what, the game has to offer for me. From there, I went back to my hometown, taking the information that I learned in New York City. I applied that with some more artists that I've met, just going, grinding, networking. We came out with a whole bunch of great music. I ended up getting them verified. At this point, I was much more heavily invested into music, marketing, and management. This is around the age of 19, 20. At that time is when I got really heavy into networking, marketing, targeted marketing, getting in communication with a lot of you guys and a lot of you guys as friends, and trying to be a staple in the country for this independent, aspiring A&R position that I was trying to achieve. So I was reaching out to a lot of different artists. I would reach out to these groups and pages, producers that were looking for artists, and it was a lot different than it was back then. And this is the year maybe 2015, 14. Around that time, I was networking with a lot of people. I ended up solidifying a great clientele and a great community base in Houston. It was the turn of maybe 2016, and I was able to solidify a show out there, which ultimately I ended up getting scammed on when I first did my initial first show. But nevertheless, I stayed down, I refocused, I got another venue with 3 days to spare. I sent out a whole bunch of messages, I got everybody to come back together, and I focused in, and I was able to throw this incredible show in Texas, in Houston, and meet a whole bunch of incredible people who I'm still very much friends with today, and eventually people who I ended up moving with when I ended up moving to Houston. Once I started getting the knack of throwing shows and, creating this online presence and being able to persuade people to be interested and excited and engaged with what I had going on, I was able to have a lot more opportunities. This game is open for anybody who's interested in, achieving whatever goal they want, can be achieved as long as you dedicate and you focus. I went back for South by Southwest in Austin. I ended up going to Bun B's birthday party, more connected with people out there. I ended up moving to Houston with my friends, and we ended up getting an artist actually signed out there. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of plays, streams, videos, mixtapes were doing really well, and just really got to be integrated into the Houston scene, Third Coast, just everything that came with that. Really had, a really good time when I worked in Houston, and I have a lot of lifelong connections and relationships that I still to this day am utilizing, and a lot of you guys will be able to utilize some of these resources I made back then through this course and academy. So from there, I went back to my hometown. I was able to work with the artists that I was initially working with before I moved out to Houston and started throwing shows and doing my Houston thing, to a position where we were able to move to Atlanta, have an entire setup for us, house paid for, everything. So I was able to accomplish that, and that's where I got to Atlanta. And this was around September of 2016. I think I was 21 years old. We've been working, figure we come out here, we blow up very soon, just as anybody does. We grinded, some roster changes, some team changes, people, succeeded, people fell off. And the whole common denominator here is that I stayed down. I solidified these people. I was able to find out who was the warriors, who are the people that are going to take me to my success, who are the people that are going to be there when I want to be who I want to be. You know what I mean? The frequency I want to be around, the level of, engagement, how people react to me when I walk into a room, the energy, everything. I wanted to completely find those people, find that network, and I was able to do that through acquiring mentors and doing the Atlanta thing, going out to these showcases, being readily available when people needed me, being an asset, being convenient, finding what people needed and becoming needed in every environment and situation that I wanted to be in. And so those are some of the things we're also going to be learning in these courses. And a lot of these people that I've met who have allowed me to be so successful in this realm, in this game, in this space, these are the people who are going to be able to come and teach you guys, you know, directly. I'll be able to open up communications with them, with you guys, just a whole bunch of different opportunities and resources for you guys to win and learn.